Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. It is Friday, finally. We're going to probably have some volatility today, maybe. Fridays always bring us some fun, and we'll be looking for that. So welcome to the channel. Glad you're here. We're going to give you guys an update. Hope you guys enjoyed the double video yesterday. I do give evening videos to the Telegram group, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it might be important and helpful for anybody watching. So you can also get a taste for the extras that you get in that group. So wanted to share that with you. So make sure you check out that video last night if you missed it. And also, let's just jump into the charts this morning. I've already we've got a trade working in the Telegram group that I'll share with you. It's on my chart now, and I'll show you what I'm looking at for the near term, and then the trade that's setting up as well for the downturn. Finally, we've got, we're out of that stupid triangle or the stupid consolidation area, and we're moving in waves now. So guys, I can get back to sharing trades with you on a regular basis. If you were watching my channel up, on the way up, I was just giving price targets and trades the entire time, and just, trading within that correction is just so hard, so hard. So finally out of that, we've got now trades that are clearly setting up, and so it's really nice. So all right, let's just jump in. Let's enjoy the day together. Okay. My don't forget, this isn't financial advice. I'm just sharing how I trade. I'm sharing my psychology about how I trade, and I'm sharing where I think price is heading. It's not intended to be financial advice for you. I'm showing you how I spend my money, but I'm not telling you how to spend yours. All right, there we go. There's the disclaimer, and let's jump in. Here's some info. We're looking at BTC right now. I'm expecting that this third wave is complete. Looking for a fourth wave to the upside, and then we're still going to have some downside later, guys. But this is going to be a longer correction over the weekend, most likely. We're going to get probably a complex structure to the upside here to make this fourth wave. The fourth wave is often complex. You'll notice that the second wave was not complex. It was very simple. Okay, let me show you the difference between a simple correction and a complex correction. That is a simple correction. Here's a complex correction. It's the same shape, ultimately. The difference is it does it twice. Okay? It basically is like a double correction. It just becomes bigger than the simple correction. So you see the simple correction right there. Just a very simple, zigzag there. But now we're most likely, there's a rule of alternation in Elliott wave that says if wave 2 is simple, wave 4 will be complex. Now you can have triangles, that's a complex correction. You can have WXYs, and that's complex. It's just simply a double zigzag. There's all kinds of, you can have flat corrections, you can have expanded flats, you can have running flats. There's all kinds of corrections you can have. So we're expecting some what do you call it? You're expecting some complexity here, and it's going to be all in this range right here. It's gonna seem choppy and sideways, but looking for an upside target of about $8,800 to $9,000. That's my upside target. That would give us our 1, 2, our 3 wave, 4 wave, and then a 5 wave. This was a triangle. It came a little deeper than I wanted it to. I was looking for about 8,000 for it to stop, but it came down to like 77 something, in that ballpark. And so, yeah, a little scary for everybody. I mentioned yesterday it was going to be scary. That last push to the downside was, pretty scary for everybody. It got everybody selling, and then they reversed it on you. I'm pretty confident to the upside, but they may retest this low again today. So I want to show you those scenarios. So with that being said, let's jump into that scenario and see what we got going on. So you basically got a tale of two trajectories here. You'll notice that I have a red trajectory and a blue trajectory. Let's talk about it. Now, the blue trajectory here, as I have us going, straight up, or kind of a zigzag. It's nothing straight up, but basically, the trajectory is we got an A, B, and a C, and we're going to get our 5 waves here in the C, or WXY, whatever it is, and we got 3 waves here. Or we could get this move down here, this red move down to the downside, could retest this bottom again. It's going to scare everybody. It's going down. It's again, that's to me seems like a more likely play. I'm actually in a trade. I nailed this bottom here last night. Shared the trade with the group. A lot of us have taken that trade, and we're waiting for the trade to the upside. But today, this morning's been a little scary because coming down. But this pink line is where our stop is underneath this arrow right here. This is a fib location. Right here, boom, boom. You see how this came down in three waves. It's basically a 5, 3, and a 5. There's 5 waves there, and those 5 waves came to the 1276. That's very corrective in its nature. So that told me we were going to get a reversal there. Really, really high probability entry. My arrow is where I entered. I entered right there at 79.50. It was as far as I'm concerned, it's the best entry in the world, because if price comes back below my entry to this 78, 75 region here, then my trade is stopped out. What have I stopped that out with? $75, $50, something like that. That's fine. That's a good risk to reward. I'm risking $50 to make all that. Okay, so that's a fantastic. I'm risking this much here to make all of this, and so that's a good trade to me. But if we break this line here, I'm going to look for there's 2 options to hold this. Number one, it could come down here to 78.80, so we might wait for the 78.80 to play out. If it goes beyond this, 78.14 is the next level. If it goes beyond that, 77.32. If it breaks 77.32, obviously we're making a new low. So to me, these fib levels are where your stops are. I'm going to probably cut the trade if we break this pink line and close it on a 15-minute candle. I'll probably cut the trade and re-enter down here on a sign of reversal. That'll just save me, a little bit of money there in loss, because if it breaks this line, then I know we're probably coming down to these next targets. If it's corrective and we're heading up and it's reversalish, we should reverse off of the 1-to-1 extension or the 1276. So that's what I'll be watching. So that's the way I'm playing this trade. It's a really, really low risk, high reward trade. Even though this is a counter trend wave, this is the 4th wave. I think it's a good play. Only other thing we got to watch out for, guys, here is that a triangle doesn't form. We had a triangle here. I don't think we're going to get a triangle here, but you never know. A lot of times when they do triangles, maybe their algorithms are programmed to do triangles for a while. So watch out for a triangle here in the 4th wave. Triangles, no fun at all. There's a lot of oscillation. We just got through a giant triangle, and you saw how that was. So be careful. If we get this scenario here down to the downside, it probably could come back up here and then scare everybody. So just be careful and be wise about the way you do this trade. But anyway, I'm looking for price action to come on up here to 8,800. That's the 4 wave generally retraces. If you want to know the rules for a 4 wave, generally retraces about 38.2 to 50% of the 3rd wave. Okay, so what we do is we take a fib, we pull. Let me get these fibs off the screen. We pull the fibs from the 3rd wave right there to down here, and you'll see that the 382 and the 50% are right here where my targets are, and so that's basically how that works. And so the 4th wave should come up here to the 382. That's a very common level. 8,600. I can't see where this needs to be honest with you. Right there. 8,600 to 8,900. I think I need to adjust those. I didn't adjust them from yesterday. So there you go. There, that's a better target. Okay, 86 to 89 is the range we're looking at. So we'll look at price action, we'll count waves, and we'll see where we think the price is going to end as price comes on up. If it does, hopefully it will, and it won't go so much sideways. I hope we get a nice corrective bounce here. I hope it's strong enough to fake everybody out to the upside, because if it comes up strong, then we don't have to wait through this long, arduous trade. But but a nice quick strong move up here would fake everybody up to the upside. A lot of longs would enter, and except us Elliott wave traders, we know that that's the fourth wave, and we'll look to go short on a green candle, and that's a perfect entry. We'll short it down to $7,500, take out profit, and see what happens. All right, that's kind of the plan for BTC. That's kind of wave trajectories I'm looking for. Don't forget, if we end up coming down here and breaking this low, don't forget we got a $7,500 target down on the lower side. There are lower targets, $7,100 and $7,200 as well, and then even the 6,000 range. And so I haven't even broached that with you guys. I'm thinking we're going to get some, a lot of correction over the weekend, so I'm not super worried about it. But I guess I should at least prepare you for the possibility the market can do whatever it wants to, right? The market does whatever it wants to, and so if the market wants to come down, the market can come down. All right, so be aware of that. Yesterday, I just wanted to mention this. Um, you know, Yesterday's call was pretty good, except it was a little bit more extended than I thought. And some of you were indicating you were nervous in the comments. Don't forget, the price always comes back, okay? The market always comes back. Don't freak out. I'm still in a long trade from 8,600. I have an entry here. I did an initial buy right here, but I only bought a third of a Bitcoin. Okay, that was the size of the position. I waited till it came down, and then that's when we entered long, when there was a reversal and a pullback. And this is the trade. Okay, so as this is the best way to trade it, guys. As price comes down, okay, wait for the reversal. Oh, it's reversing, fantastic, and then wait for that first pullback. Once you get that pullback, it should be three waves to the downside and then up. And that's the trade that I just explained to you right there. So that's what we're doing. That's what we did. We waited for that, and then we entered that trade. Okay, and this is kind of a scalp trade for the fourth wave up to here. It's nothing long term, so this would be considered a scalp trade. But it's not a scalp in the sense of we're in and out, in minutes or an hour or something like that. This is going to be over the weekend and up to the upside, most likely, if I had to guess time frame. So. Set alerts on TradingView and enjoy your family. All right, if you made it to this part of the video, we're going to go on to LTC in just a second. But if you made it to this part of the video, let's just talk about just things you appreciate about what you've been learning. If you've learned something today, or if you've learned something in Elliott Wave since you've been watching the channel, share with me, what you've learned, just something that you appreciate, or something that you've learned that's been helpful for you, whether it's a psychology lesson, or learn to just chill, or you just learn to understand the market a little bit better with Elliott Wave. And also, if you're an Elliott Wave convert, like you didn't believe in Elliott Wave until you started watching this channel, hey, let me know. Just say, I'm an Elliott Wave convert. That would be pretty cool too. So there's some comment ideas for you, so you don't have to be thinking about what to comment. And the comments just really help me in the YouTube algorithms. Guys, we're already up to 1,200 subscribers, on our way to 1,300, and it's because of you. It's because of you, and you guys are kind of giving back to me as I give to you with this channel. You guys are giving back to me by liking and sharing the content, and subscribing and commenting. The comments are critical for growing the channel. So we're getting an average of 600 to 800 views for the videos. For 1,200 subscribers, that's phenomenal. I mean, that's really good. So thank you. I just want to say thank you. Appreciate it. I'm going to thank you back by giving you trade setups, and just keep giving you the information. Okay. All right. Let's look at Litecoin, and then we're going to head out. Okay. I'm looking at Litecoin here. It looks like she needs to come on down for a complex correction, which tells me maybe that's what Bitcoin might be doing. So we got a 1 2 3 there. We got a 1 2 3 working here. Looks like might get a 1 2 3 there. Now it doesn't have to do that. It could reverse from here. This could be like this. So understand that. But again, looks like complex corrections all over the place. Everything's going in threes. Okay. So that's what we're doing. Whenever you see 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, you're dealing with a complex correction, and it's just going to go sideways for a while. So, this is looking like it really needs to come on down. So I would expect it is going to, but I can't be certain. If it came down, where would it come down to here? I would guess it would come down to a 1-to-1 extension or the 1276. So the wave structure would be about 53 to 52.69. It's going to have another dip to the low, going to scare everybody. And then it's going to reverse on everybody, okay? So anywhere from 52 to 53, 52.69 to 53. That's a good entry point for long. If you're not long yet, that's a good entry point for a trade to the upside. What kind of upside targets are we looking for? Well, if that plays out, let's see what we would get here. Man, look at that, man. My muscle memory is so good. Looking at $59 to the 1-to-1 extension, to the 1276, looking at about $61, 60.83. Okay, so $59 here would be a target to the upside. That's if the downside plays out. Okay, if the downside plays out. If the downside doesn't play out, then we're going to get a little upside first to finish that out. What would that look like? Oh, I don't know. If we get a little upside from here, yeah, looking at 61 to 63. So not sure about that wave, guys, but it really, really looks like it needs to come on down to here first and then up. So there are the targets if that happens. If it goes up from here, these targets are invalidated and you're on your own in Litecoin. I'm running out of time for the video. Guys, I'm so busy at work. I'm just so busy, and the Telegram's getting busy, and I'm just trying to keep them updated first and foremost, and then you guys are priority too. So I wanted to take care of y'all as well. But I'm juggling a lot of things. It's going to be. I'm hoping that's why I'm doing this YouTube channel. I'm hoping maybe by year end. That's a goal. Maybe by year end I can go full time as a full time day trader, or sometime maybe in the spring of next year. That would be nice. So those are always goals, and we'll see if God allows that and directs that. So, all right, there's Litecoin for you. Ethereum's doing the same thing Litecoin is. You're going to have a complex correction down to the downside, then you're going to have some more upside. Still have this 177 target up here, so be watching that guy. About at 177.92 for the top of the correction for Ethereum. So if you haven't entered, you might wait for a pullback and then enter. What would be an entry for you? If you get the pullback, an entry level would be 162 to 163 in that ballpark. If you get a pullback down here to 162, 163, and it looks like it's reversing, enter potentially for an upside target of 177. Doesn't mean it's going to go straight there. It just means that's a good, decent entry. It's going to do this trick. Okay, it's gonna go up in waves. So be careful, be safe, and all right. So there we go. That's what I'm looking at. Don't forget if BTC continues down to make a lower low, that's always possible. But this is looking very reversalish. We've come up pretty deep. I think we're probably going to be going up to the upside. All right, y'all have a fantastic Friday. Something I'm thinking about, I want to do like an Elliott Wave night school. It's free of charge. I'm going to go live one night a week and just do Elliott Wave night school. I'm thinking Wednesdays might be a good day to do that. Wednesday or Thursday night where we just maybe 9 o'clock Eastern time. Night school, go for an hour, and I start teaching Elliott Wave. Tell me what you think about that in the comments if you like that idea, if you'd be interested. They would also be recorded, and you'd be able to watch them later, obviously. But I'm thinking about a live Elliott Wave night school, so people that are in the chat can ask their questions as I'm teaching principles about Elliott Wave along the way. Just an idea I had, and thinking about going live midweek as well. Don't forget Sunday we got live stream as well. Sunday's live stream is going to be at 9 o'clock Eastern as well. All right, have a fantastic Friday. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.